Fine, we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, man.
Yes, Judge. On December 16th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a Lowe's in Harris County, Texas.
Notice how quickly the judge lays out the stakes up to 6 months behind bars and a $2,000 fine. This isn't just a scare tactic, it's the reality defendants face. What would you do if you were standing in her shoes right now?
In response to a theft in progress. Dispatch stated a male and female suspect had concealed items from the sales floor on the male's person, and a male threatened to hit the loss prevention officer overhead with the hammer while exiting the business. The complainant, the loss prevention officer, let the defendants exit the store and gave a description of the defendant's motor vehicle as it fled the scene. The officers made contact with the complainant, who stated he observed the defendant and the co-defendant, the male, select items off the shelf and conceal them. The defendant was using her purse to cover up items as the co-defendant concealed them on his person. The complainant confronted the defendants as they attempted to exit the business together, and the co-defendant stated he would hit the complainant with a hammer. The defendants were identified by the complainant, and the defendant's motor vehicle was searched incident to arrest, revealing several hand tools. The complainant identified items belonging to Lowe's for a total of $305.35.
All right. And I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now not to go to any Lowe's. Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, your bond will be revoked. It will go into custody. No more. Do you understand? Tell me, what do you do for a living? How much money do you make a month, man?
It just depends.
So are you able to hire a lawyer then?
Not at this moment, no.
That's why I'm asking you these questions. Say it again.
Motor on my vehicle. So that's the first thing.
This is where things get messy. Two completely different versions of the same event. One says it was an assault, the other calls it self-defense. Who do you think the judge is more likely to believe here?
How do you support yourself?
Self-employed.
I need more than that.
My daughter works as well, so I don't have very many bills.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can give you an application, but if you just put zeros, I'm going to send it right back to you. I need to know how much money you make, how much money you have in the bank, how many cars you have. If you own a house, I need to know the value of the house. Everything I need to know. Do you understand? Okay. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions as well, please. Good morning, sir. Sir, you were charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On December 18th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas, and the officer met with the defendant and complainant, who are members of the same household. The officer observed no visible injuries, and the complainant stated she had been living with the defendant for 7 months. So the complainant stated they were arguing in the morning, and the defendant pulled her by her legs off the couch. The complainant stated she hit her head on the coffee table as a result of the defendant pulling her off the couch, causing her to feel pain. The defendant stated the complainant had been evicted and he let her stay with him. And the defendant stated the complainant said something disrespectful, so he pulled her off the couch, but not hard enough to hurt her. The defendant said the complainant then started hitting him and he was blocking hits to defend himself.
Okay. Mr. Whittington, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do we know whether she wants to have contact with him or no?
A rip was attempted, but there is no contact yet with the complainant.
All right. Until I know that she wants to have contact with you, I'm ordering you not to have contact with her. Do you understand?
Yes.
A protective order has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you violate this protective order, the state can and probably will file additional cases against you, including a violation of protective order, which is one of the worst cases you can pick up. Just don't have any contact with her and everything will be fine. Do not pick up a new case. Do you understand? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Ramona, sign a reset, and then after that, you're on your way. All right? Please, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On December 18th, officer was dispatched to a driver asleep behind the wheel at 1219 Shepherd Drive. Upon arrival, officer observed a red van with the ignition on and running in a parked position in the middle of the roadway, sitting in front of the railroad tracks. Officer woke up the defendant and observed slurred speech and red glassy eyes. Defendant stated he had left a Christmas party at Club K9 and had consumed multiple Michelob beers. SFSTs were conducted.
3. This is the point of no return. By pleading guilty, she locks this theft charge into her record forever. It's like stamping a permanent mark on your future. Would you risk it for a lighter sentence?
And license is valid, Judge.
As long as you have a valid license and liability insurance in your name, you may continue to drive, but just be careful. If it does get suspended or if you don't have insurance, you're not allowed to drive. We good? Okay. Questions?
No questions,
All right. So I'm going to have you guys meet with the coordinator in court 6, and then you guys are good to go.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, guys. Happy tidings. Mr. Coleman, how are you, man? Looks like you are wanted out of the state of Ohio for robbery in the 2nd degree.
Iowa, Judge.
What did I say?
Ohio.
No. Sorry, Iowa. Well, not really. Are you waiving formal extradition, sir? All right, sir. We wish you the best of luck. Thanks. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you were charged with 2 counts. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're also charged with theft. Looks like you guys have worked out an agreement where they're going to dismiss the, is this what you want to do, ma'am? You need to understand that this is a very important thing, that you're making a lifetime decision today, that this theft will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You sure you want to do this? You're giving up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. It will stay like this forever. You sure you want to do this? All right. How do you plead to the offense of theft? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 3 days that you've done. I'll roll you a court cost so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, man. Thanks. Thank you, Aaron. Ma'am, we need you to come back. I do. All right. Good morning, Ms. Franks. Ma'am, you're charged with failure to identify oneself as a fugitive from justice. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Probable cause has already been done on your case. Your case is nearly 300 days old, and it's time to do something with this case. Do you have a lawyer today?
Yes.
Who is it? She has not signed in on this case. Is she going to be here today?
She's supposed to, Your Honor.
Okay, so just go ahead and take a seat for me. We'll wait to see if she says it, man. Okay? All right. Do not